Introducing Pokemon Raid Battle, an easy alternate way to play the Pokemon trading card game. So grab your favorite Pokemon cards and dive in. Raid Battle pits 4 players and their Pokemon against a single raid boss. Raid bosses have a huge amount of hit points and powerful attacks to match. It will take the combined efforts of all 4 players and their Pokemon to defeat one boss. To get started, download and print from the website. Start by shuffling the boss attack deck and the cheer deck, then put them in their spots on the playmat. Each player selects 1 active Pokemon and 1 benched Pokemon. Only the active Pokemon can attack the raid boss. Now it's time to determine the strength of the raid boss. Find the most powerful attack from your set of 2 Pokemon and add that up with the other player's attack numbers. The total amount of attack damage will indicate the level of your raid boss. If the attack damage total is less than 250, the team will struggle against even the least formidable raid boss. Swap in different Pokemon cards that do more damage and add it up again. Place the appropriate level raid boss onto the playmat, and now the match begins. One at a time, each player chooses their active Pokemon's strongest attack. For your first few games, disregard all text except for the attack damage number when attacking the raid boss. You can track damage with damage counters provided in the download. Tally up the damage as each player announces their attack on the raid boss. But watch out! After the player's attacks are complete, it's time for the raid boss to strike back. Raid bosses have multiple attacks listed on the boss card. Which attack they use and which players they target is determined by the boss attack deck. On the raid boss's turn, players take turns drawing a card from the boss attack deck and reading it to the other players. If a boss attack card says to draw another card, do so, placing it on the playmat and following the instructions. Don't draw an additional card if you have already drawn the maximum number for the boss's level. High-level bosses can draw more attack cards, as indicated by the stars on the playmat. The boss attack card will tell you which attack the raid boss is about to use. Follow the text next to that attack name. Put damage counters on each Pokemon that was attacked. If a Pokemon takes damage equal to or greater than its HP, it is knocked out. Place a knockout counter on that Pokemon. Pokemon that are knocked out cannot be attacked. After the boss attacks, the 4 players take their next turns. If a player's Pokemon has a knockout counter, it can't attack this round. Instead, it supports its teammates by cheering. Cheering happens first, before any other actions in the round. To cheer, draw a card from the cheer deck. This is the only action the player will take during this turn. All other players can attack as usual. They also have the option to retreat, or switch their active and bench Pokemon before they attack. When all the players have taken a turn, discard all knockout counters as well as any damage counters that were on the knocked out Pokemon. If the players do damage to the boss equal to or greater than its HP, it's knocked out and the players win. However, if the raid boss knocks out the player's Pokemon 4 times over the course of the game, the players lose. Work together and coordinate your attacks to claim victory against the raid boss. As players become more familiar with Raid Battle, they can use the full attack text on their cards for enhanced gameplay. Raid Battle can also be played remotely. Check out the Raid Battle website for additional information and the online damage tracker that will also help with gameplay, like choosing raid boss levels, drawing boss attack and cheer cards, and tracking wins or losses. Now enjoy Raid Battle with your friends!